Kellen, so how was it, even though it wasn't the year you wanted with this team, how would you describe your first year playing for the Brahmas here in your hometown? What was it like?
I mean, it was amazing. I think just the opportunity of the UFL was truly amazing. And I'm extremely thankful for a lot of the people that gave me the opportunity and just for this league to even be available for people like me and other players. Just to not only to be able to showcase what you can do, but just an extreme confidence builder. I think a lot of times, whether you're not on a team in the NFL or whether, you are on a team and the only reps you get are in practice on a scout team, a lot of times you kind of question, like, am I actually as good as what I think I am? And I think being able to come into this league, it's kind of a confidence builder, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely as good as I think I am. So obviously not the year we wanted in terms of results, but just as an individual, I think I did a lot of good things, put a lot of great things on tape, and then figure out what's next for me.
And then what is next for you? Have you figured out any other like NFL, any opportunities there, or any other leagues?
I mean, something we're still working on, just me and my team, and then just always staying ready. You know how it is in the NFL with quarterbacks getting hurt or just if opportunities present themselves. But like I said, I think this league was an extreme confidence builder for me, and especially towards this back half of the year, I think I progressed in a really good way, and we'll see where that takes me.
Okay, thank you.
Josh with United Football Media. If there was one aspect of your game you think you were able to work on or improve through this UFL season that you can take with you in the future, what would you say it is?
I mean, I think the pocket presence. I think last week against DC and a few other games, just being able to, it's not necessarily running and getting out the pocket, but just making subtle movements and creating space and being able to still deliver extremely accurately. And, I think that's something that is extremely hard to do when you don't get live reps where you can get hit. Like I said, a lot of times in the NFL, the scout team work, you're not going to get hit. So sometimes you don't necessarily need to move as much. And so when you get these live bullets, you have to move in the pocket or else you're going to get smoked. And so I think that's the one thing that I've been most impressed about. And, you see a lot of those elite quarterbacks in the league. Obviously, they get a lot of credit for some of their big-time scramble plays, but a lot of times the things that people don't really see is the small movements in the pocket to be able to create you space and get you lanes to be able to deliver the ball accurately. And so that's one thing I'm really happy that I was able to improve and continue to build over the year went on.
James, can you hear me? Go out to Zoom.
Yeah. Hey, Jashaun. Heck of a season. You end up finishing in first place in the UFL with rushing yards. Can you talk a little bit about the process today with 4 active running backs, everyone splitting reps, kind of what that was like for you today?
I mean, we've kind of had a rotation all year. Nothing changes. Whoever's in there, put your best foot forward and carry the standard in the room. That's kind of how we roll with 4 guys going. I'm just thankful to have those guys in my room with me. I'll definitely miss the guys, and I definitely cherish everything that's happened this year. Not even just in the running back room, just the whole team as a collective. So it's been a fun year with all the ups and downs.
And then Kellen, pretty efficient on the day, 17 to 27. The first quarter, I believe it was, you rolled out left and hit Jacob Harris, who made a nice sliding catch. Really impressive throw. Could you take me through that play and kind of what you saw?
Yeah, I mean, it was an empty play. Tried to work Speedy over the middle. The will linebacker pushed over, and then I think the end came in through the A gap or B gap on the left side and spun out of it, and was just rolling out, and just Jacob happened to be in the right place. And a lot of times you never want to throw those high, or even though sometimes you're rolling left, some guys will push them out of bounds. So just wanted to make sure I left it in bounds and gave him an opportunity to come back and attack the ball. Is honestly an extremely similar play to I think it was the first third down against Arlington week 1, and I roll out, and Jacob Harris is coming back down the stem, and I don't see him. So same exact scramble play, almost identical, and I didn't see him. So just was happy I'm able to hit it and that we're able to move the chains.
Thanks, guys. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yes, and talk about the fact that you have the rushing yards in the UFL, how competitive and difficult that is in this league to be in that category.
Yeah, it's a blessing, man. I literally can't take all the credit because, so without my O-line, without the receivers, tight ends, quarterbacks, putting me in position, blocking for me, I really wouldn't be able to do it. So, when it's blocked up, it's easy for me. I just let my talents do the work, and I'm just thankful to be able to catch fire at the right time and make plays for this team.
Yes, and Kellen, can you talk about the experience that you did have with the Saints that may have helped you here in the UFL?
Experience with the Saints? Is that what he's asked?
Correct. Yes, with the NFL. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was only with the Saints for a few weeks, so I'm not really sure. I didn't really practice with them. I did a rookie minicamp with the Saints, and I was on the team with them for, I think, 4 weeks maybe, phase 1 and phase 2. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And talk about the receiving core that you have available to you on the team. How they have helped you out throughout the season?
I mean, I think it's, we came in and all the receivers were extremely bought in, and I think a really talented core. With Jacob Harris, John Trey's obviously been extremely efficient, really good in this league. Speedy was on the team last year. Additions with Greg Ward and Matt Sexton. So, I definitely think we had a really good unit, and I think we had a lot of NFL-style backs, and I think a lot of our guys did really good. I think just as an entire year, I think we just kind of lacked the details, and if you're not able to create explosive plays, especially in the pass game, it makes it extremely hard to score, especially when you have to go 10, 15 play drives. And so obviously we did a really good job in the run game. Jashaun had some key games, especially in this back half of the year. And so just being able to play complementary football is just something we definitely struggled with, and being able to convert in the red zone.
So finally, I want you both to kind of answer this.
Last question.
Yeah, and if you can kindly answer this for the fans. You have Brahma Bay, Viva Texas. Talk about the San Antonio fans that come out to support you regardless of whether you make it to the playoffs or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. I think this city, I've been saying it since week 1 and even before the season, this is a sports culture city. And I'm a true believer in this city being able to have a football team, and I'm glad the Brahmas are able to be here. Even going back to our first home game, it was completely electric. I think it surprised a lot of us players, as well me. But it's always good, especially growing up in the city. Always coming to the Alamodome, it's usually UTSA flags and other high school flags, and to be able to have it decked out with Brahmas yellow, I think that was extremely special. So being able to play here in my hometown was amazing.
Appreciate you guys. Best wishes.
Y'all.